Hello Tama Peeps, wanted to do our last video of the TamaTober drawing challenge and basically going over my submissions for each day, or basically the last portion of the month and everything. So basically I want to just say overall, thank you guys so much for being a part of the challenge. It has been so much fun. I think this year it has gotten even bigger with submissions as well as the talent that people have put forth in all their illustrations, and I commend every single one of you, so pat your shoulders for that. I think a lot of the art that came out is just awesome, and so just I'm enjoying every single illustration that everyone's done. I am going to reach out to a few of the drawers or illustrators or artists that did their renditions and everything, and I want them to pick like probably their top 3 potentially of what they really liked of this challenge, and then we'll promote them and talk to them and talk about their artwork and everything. So I will be reaching out to you guys, or I'll be putting a post on Instagram or basically on Twitter. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the last submissions I did of the month of TamaTober. So let's get into it. So right here, I'm gonna put it right here. This illustration is basically a joke specifically on my channel. So when I first got the Tamagotchi ons, I think I had either just the one, which was my purple magical on, and I initially, I think, got Mamechi. And it got to the point where Mamechi genes were very strong and very prevalent in a lot of the Tamas that I had basically raised each time. So it got just insurmountably harder and harder to get Mamechi genes out of the gene pool. So it was like either Mamechi eyes, Mamechi body, Mamechi headpiece, or the ears, and it's got to the point where I was like, I want them gone. So this one basically illustrates showing Mamechi asking Lovelychi to marry her, and she's just like, please no, only based on the fact, even though in the show and everything, I think they are very fond of each other, but in this instance, I was like having her have like a scared face and everything in reaction to him proposing to her, because she doesn't want to have those his genes in her gene pool. And it's just playing basically very close to what I had to deal with the Tamagotchi on when I first got it. So that's what this illustration is all about, because it was hard to get those genes out of those Tamas that I had. It seriously went on probably like, I don't know, like more than 15 generations, and it was just so ridiculously hard to get them out of out of it completely. It was really frustrating. So that's why that illustration was done. Okay, next drawing. This was, oh yes, and I forgot that for that prompt it was towering. So that was a prompt for that day. So it showed Mamechi towering over Lovelychi. The next day the prompt was a free draw. So, and that was day 17. So 16, 17, free draw. So free draw is just like a anything goes type of day. So anything that you want to draw, illustrate, and everything is completely up to you what you want to do. I want to do this every single year so that people can be able to express themselves freely without having to have anything in particular in mind, just to really just put it out there. So with this drawing, I did my recent Tamas that are on my magical on for Halloween. It wasn't a part of Tama Boy's 7's Halloween Hatch 2020. It was just one I wanted to try to get some ghosts on my device. So these two are Hocus and Pocus Chi on the device and everything. So when I initially got them, I was just so ecstatic because they had the witch's head body with the horns and the ghost body, and I put the witch's hat on them. So when they both came out, I was just like, oh my god, this is awesome, this is completely cool, you know. So one's like a light pastel blue and a light pastel pink, and I thought it was just perfect. I love them so much, so I think I'm honestly gonna keep them even past Halloween and everything, and just save them and make sure that they're, you know, taken care of and all that stuff. But I don't want to get rid of them because they're like perfect twins and everything. And I wanted to also illustrate them so that it's documented that they existed. So that's why I drew them. The next one I did here was a very playing homage to the Tamagotchi IDL, I think it is. It's like a devil Mimichi. I really like her appearance and her outfit that she has and everything in that device. So I just illustrated her for day 18, and that was Sneaky. So Sneaky, I basically drew her like basically trick-or-treating on, going down around a corner, and a devil Gotchi is behind her, towering over her and stuff like that, basically mimicking her shadow. So when I wanted to do this one was a simple one too that I really liked. Just wanted to play with a sense of perspective, and I wanted to have her featured in this outfit and everything, because I don't know if I did this last year with her, but I wanted to have something really like Halloweenish to this drawing and everything. I think it worked really well with the prompt for that day. Next drawing. Oh, this one was one of my favorites. So this was day 19, and this was prompt celebration. I'll put it right here. Celebration, when I ever think of celebration, it can be anything. So I was like, what can I particularly do that represented celebration in the best way? So what I did was drew, is it magic or witch, Violetchi from the IDL as well. I try to play a lot of the devices from a while back to bring in the forefront, because I think it's really cool to, reminisce about the old characters and outfits and everything. So this one, it shows her basically having a gigantic pumpkin with magic around her, and her floating the #1 like chalice or cup, basically, for winning the pumpkin growing challenge. And then I wrote in the description basically is she was celebrating, Majiko Fura, I can't pronounce that. Is celebrating her first pumpkin growing contest. Did she use magic? So it's like playing to like, did she use magic to make that pumpkin that big, or did she really honestly grew it regularly, normal? So, but I really love this illustration. I think this is one of my other favorites because I did so many different things with it. I started playing with the glow. I went through the glow feature. I started playing with textures a little bit more. I try to do at least something really cool in the sense of, I guess, just like the theme around her being magic and everything, and the lights, the stars glowing. So I really do like this one. This came out really, really well. Next prompt, which day 20 of TamaTober, and it's Hideous. This one, I didn't know what really to do in this one. Not posted right here. I didn't know for sure how to make it read really, differently, and not be like anything rude or mean, because I didn't want to play like, because hideous is like, sometimes I think of hideous as like a personality trait, like you're a hideous person, not necessarily hideous in appearance. But then I was thinking like, what can it be something hideous that would be like scary? So if you guys are Tim Burton fans or Beetlejuice fans, I remember a part of a scene where Beetlejuice's face like pans over to them, and something like pulls out of his face and scares them, and it's like hideous and grotesque. So that's what I thought about this drawing with Koromechi and Dorochi. Basically him like scaring her Boo, and it's like so scary that it scared a ghost, basically. So this one was just a fun little theme and everything, and I like how this one came out too, especially the shading of the tendrils or the tentacles that are coming out of his face. And I like the expression that Dorochi has on her face when she sees the fact that he's scaring her, and it's hideous, and it's honestly frightening a ghost. So yeah, very much still on theme with the Halloween theme. Next day, prompt 21, and the prompt is a hair. So with this drawing, I did not know. At first, I was thinking of making up a character for a Tamagotchi character, specifically someone that had like very much big hair and was very known for her hair or his hair. At first, I was going to draw an illustration of Ariana Grande as a Tamagotchi character, and I did draw like a sketch of it, but I was like, it still just reads as just like a kawaii version of her, not necessarily her as a Tamagotchi. So I was like, I need to do something that's a little bit more to the point, very obvious, and very Tamagotchi. So that's what I did. This drawing here is a Guru Meme Queen, which is the one of the alternate forms of Memechi on the 4U and 4U Plus, if I'm correct. And she has that almost at that Makiko vibe with the hair like, you know, wrapping around and everything. So I liked her particular drawing, or her character and stuff. So I wanted to have it be also a little bit typographic in the sense of like I am my hair, which is another play to one of Lady Gaga's songs. So I wanted to have those things all, you know, together and play with the colors and stuff. So this illustration was fun to really do, and I think this one just really just said what I had in mind for hair when it came down to it. At first I was going to do, like I said, the Ariana Grande, and I also was thinking of doing like a werewolf costume with a Tamagotchi and a werewolf costume. But I was like, I don't know who would, you know, pull that off and everything, or how I could do that. So that's why I did it with her, with a little bit more of a fashion sense, a little bit more diva-ness, and I think it really did come out really well, and I like the typography behind it and stuff. So yeah, I really did like that particular prompt for that day. Next illustration, we have day 22, and that is Alien. So if you don't know, Tamagotchis were really initially known as alien creatures that basically found their way to Earth in these little egg-shaped devices. Some people considered them little miniature spaceships that fell from the sky, and then people found them and took care of them. That's what, at least what I've heard before. It's not necessarily probably the truth, but some people would tell me that and everything. So when I did this prompt, I wanted to have an obvious Tamagotchi like in a spacecraft that looked like a Tamagotchi shell. And this is one of the shells, I think either the P1 or, no, not the P1, the Connection 1 or Connection 2. And this is one of the my dream shells that I really, really want to get eventually, which is the pink star shell. And I think it had like a sister or brother star shell alongside of it as well. I particularly wanted this one when I was younger and everything. Still to this day I want to get it because it's pink and pretty. But I basically reversed the shell where the shell is up in the front and the buttons are basically like the what's it called, I guess the portion of the spaceship or craft that makes it gravitate or float or fly. So that's how I did this one. And then I put Mamachi because he's one of the main characters. Well, he's the mascot basically of Tamagotchi. And I had him be in the ship with a Mamachi ear-shaped like globe around him, or like, you know, spaceship suit, so that it fit his ears basically. And I liked how this one came out too. I mean, I love all my illustrations, but each one is always unique in its own, you know, in its own respect. I like this one because I played around with that sense of how clear it is through the actual shell or the spaceship or the space outfit of his glass there. So I thought that was really fun to play with that and the shading. And like I said, it plays really close to my heart in the sense of the shell that I wanted to have when I was little. So if anyone does know where I can potentially get this shell, please tell me or ask, or, you know, DM me and stuff, because I want to get it for my collection. It's one of my dream shells, alongside whatever the shell that it came with alongside of it, because I know there was quite a few ones that had like the similarities between the two of them. But yeah, really fun prompt there as well. Next day 23, and the prompt was Enchanted. So whenever I think of Enchanted, I think of the movie, obviously, Enchanted, from Disney. So because we are we just recently got the Tamagotchi Wonder Garden, which is basically a singular version of the Tamagotchi Fantasy Meets that came out in Japan. I feel that there's going to be a trend in the sense that we'll have like a Cinderella themed one, an Aladdin themed one for the Ons. But in the fantasy version, the Fantasy Meets, you get all of the characters from every single land from basically the device. So this particular one was, I think it was Lovelychi's princess or queen character on the Fantasy Meets. And correct me wrong what the name was, I didn't post it there. But I thought of like the whole entire Cinderella theme. So in this illustration, I showed Lovelychi and Fairychi, I think it is, in front of a castle in the actual pumpkin carriage. So it's very fantasy, it's very pastel, it's very bright, very colorful. I wanted to have something that was just really girly, gaudy, bright and pretty and pink. But I like how it honestly turned out. It's one of my, I keep on saying one of my favorite pieces, but it is one of my favorite pieces because there was a lot more involved in this one specifically because the castle took a while. The drawing the two characters, the pumpkin, and then the actual background and the shading and stuff took quite a bit some time, but it was fun nonetheless to actually have it done and everything. So I think I like this one a lot, only based on the fact that there's a lot more elements in this one than it has been for the other ones. So that was Enchanted. Sorry if I'm breezing through them. This one has a little bit more than the last video, so I wanted to try to get on every point without having to be too long of a video for you guys. Next prompt is day 24, and that was Nasty. So with Nasty, I didn't know if I wanted to do it as a personality trait necessarily, like that person has a really nasty attitude or anything like that. But I was thinking like, what could be nasty that could relate to like Halloween, the season, something that's a little bit more, and also can relate to Tamagotchi at the same time. So I thought like, oh, candy. It's candy all over, you know, in Halloween and everything. So like, let's do candy. So that's what I did. I did a candy bar that is basically like a double-gotchi candy bar. I would assume that double-gotchis really appreciate and love because it's gross and they like gross stuff. So basically, I made the Devilicious candy bar of the double-gotchi, and it says Devilicious Promise. And then like when whoever bit into it didn't like it, obviously, and dropped it on the ground, and it had like this, you know, green goo that comes out of it. So I thought like, oh, ew, they didn't like it so much because they thought it was nasty. So there we go for the prompt. I really like this one as well because there's a lot more detail than a lot of the other ones as well. And the shading I did for the slime that was coming, or the ooze that was coming out, I really love that. And I like the fact that I'm playing back to the Double-gotchi. To this day, that's one of the devices I do not have, and I want to get eventually. So hopefully that'll be something, either a new remake of the older versions, just like the Tamagotchi P1 and P2s. I'm hoping. I don't know if that's gonna ever happen, but that'd be something to really, really consider. Next prompt, day 25, and that was Shy. So this one was fun too, and I wanted this to be as very, very pastel, very, very overly kawaii, very, very cute. Just wanted it to be I wanted to have its moment. So this one was Shy. So Shy, when I thought of like, what can I do with a Shy character? I was thinking like having like two Tamagotchis that have a love interest or, you know, a really close bond, and them being shy and coy around each other. But then I was like, also like, oh my God, I can make baby Tamas from the Ons that came out recently and put them in a scene where like, they're like, oh, you know, they're surprised that eggs being hatched. And the other one, and the one in the center is like in the center just saying like, hi, you know, very shy and coy like. So this one was really fun to make because I don't know if you guys, but I really do love the baby characters of these. I think they're very, very cute. So I really wanted to draw them very much in the shocked faces and everything. So I really do like this one a lot. This one got a lot of good positive feedback. People really did like this one. They thought it was very cute. I would like to do something probably in the future that has a revolve around the baby Tamas throughout all the generations. And I think that'd be a fun project to make. So day 26, and that prompt was red. Someone informed me, I forgot who exactly, I'm sorry, but when I think I did the Ringotchi one, they were like, can you do something similar to what you did with Ringotchi, which is the Tama for the ones that I did prompts for before. And I was like, okay, I'll do Ichigochi on this one. So I drew Ichigochi basically in close to that same scene with grass around her, very using various textures and just a fun background of the sky. So I really did like this one too. It's not the one that I'm like bursting with excitement with. I'm not saying that I don't love it. I think it's really, really cute, and she's just a sweet, cute character, and she's one of those OG Tamas as well from the connections. I don't know. I just I feel like I can possibly add more into this one particularly and make it even more dynamic, more expressive, and more detailed. And you know, at the end of the day, like these type of challenges do challenge you to really think outside the box. But sometimes you just want to have something that's very simple that you can do that really just looks really nice and appealing, but you don't have to put too much detail into it. These challenges are hard, y'all. Like I'm glad that I went through it, but I'm also really, really tired. It was a little bit of a challenge to try to do a drawing each day. So, yeah. Next prompt, 27, day 27, and the prompt is Howl. This one was a very, very simple illustration. I was thinking like, what can I do? And I wanted to do like a wolf scene, like a werewolf scene. So I did Puchichi, which is one of the older characters from the P2. So I wanted to have him be in it, but like be almost like a werewolf character in front of a moon forest scene. So the cool thing about Procreate is that they have a lot of cool brushes, and I did utilize a few of the brushes. So like I didn't draw the moon because I know that would be detailed, even though I could have done that. But I had a brush that was like, you basically did a stroke and I made a moon in the particular shape that you wanted to have size-wise. And then I did paint in the clouds, and then there was a brush for the trees as well that I found that really played with it. And I just played around with the layout of it. And I think honestly it came out very well. I really love the fact that he is silhouetted and saying, oh, it's just really cute. And I think it's not like I said, it's not the one that took the most time to draw, but I like what the outcome was. And I think it was really, really pretty. And I love the moon, y'all. And I thought that brush is just awesome. So that was day 27. Next day, this one was really detailed as well, and I love it mostly based on the fact that this movie is tradition in my household. Day 28, and the prompt is book, and I illustrated one of the scenes from Hocus Pocus with Mary, Winnie, and Sarah from Hocus Pocus in front of their spell book and a potion behind them. So I basically made them into Tamagotchi personas. So it's, Winnie Chi, Mary Chi, Sarah Chi. So I wanted to do something really focusing on Hocus Pocus, and a lot of people loved this illustration. I mean, it's just very iconic in the sense of because it's based off of a movie that's so loved around the world. So I had to do this for this one. The book, I did so much detail work in this one, even though it's very simple. It was really, really fun to draw the book and have it be sprawled out, and then try to capture the characters' personalities in a Tamagotchi form and have it be very, very clear, So that was a challenge, but it was fun overall. Let me see here. Next, we're almost down to our last few. Day 29 of TamaTober is Hungry. This one was a fun one to make too, and I think last year I did quite a bit of Kuchipachi drawings, and this year I think I've only done 3 that had him involved. This one I wanted to draw him as a zombie character. Either he's in a zombie outfit and he wants the candy that's on the character in front of his, I don't remember if I had the name down. And I don't have the name down of that character. But basically this character's on and the meats as well. And he has stars where the candies are normally, but here I put candies and I changed his coloring and stuff like that to be like an outfit. So in this one, it's either Kuchipachi dressed up as a zombie character who wants to eat the candy that's on his head, or Kuchipachi is a zombie and is wanting to eat their brains, But I wanted to play, I think it's, more so the character in a zombie outfit trying to eat the candy. But I wanted to have it be like this, him a little bit blurred in the front of the characters in the front, be a little bit blurred, and then the focus be on Kuchipachi wanting to eat whatever is in front of him. So this one was really fun to make too, and I wanted to play around with it a little bit more. And I did like the overall concept of it. It's just, and Kuchipachi is awesome. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters, and I had to illustrate him, him being the focus. That being said, the next day, which is day 30, and the prompt was Spiky, I illustrated Kuchipachi again in an outfit, which is also in the Tamagotchi IDL character base, which is one of his alternate forms, which is like a kaiju character, almost like a Godzilla. So Godzilla character. And I wanted to also put Mothra, Tamagotchi character, in this one as well, with her being questioning, is that really Godzilla or not? And basically, Kuchipachi is behind the city, causing havoc and everything. And Mothra is just like, you're not Godzilla, or you're Godzilla, right? No. Yeah? No. So it's just being just funny. And I really liked how they both turned out. And yet again, I have a little just fun just playing around with textures of the buildings, the backgrounds, the sky, the moon, and just really enjoying myself in this illustration. So that was day 30. And then the last day of TamaTober, day 31, and the prompt was starring. So I am a big anime fan, and I'm also a big Magical Girls fan. So if anyone knows me on my channel and everything, I've talked about like I love Sailor Moon, I like Cardcaptor Sakura, I like Madoka Magica. I love anything having to do with magical girls. It's just, I don't know, magical girls are just so cool, and I think that I wanted to do something like that was magical girl themed alongside Tamagotchi. So this one I drew basically Serenity Love Lychee in basically her hair coming down and outward, and her in the pose, you know, like normally with Sailor Moon when she is, you know, in her Serenity form, and then the pink moon behind her and the multitude of stars around her as well, basically shining and going off. So I want this, even though it was like very simple of design, I still really do love how it turned out, and I wanted to at least do something that was Sailor Moon themed, and I thought this was really fitting for the last prompt for TamaTober. So yeah, that's all of every 31 days, or the last days on this video of TamaTober. I'm so happy for everyone that was a part of it and was able to, you know, do as much as they can to be involved. And I love how everyone gave feedback and was, you know, encouraging everyone and trying to do their best to really just go along with the challenge and have fun with it. I did get a suggestion from TamaBoy7 on Instagram to possibly do a Christmas theme one. I'm thinking of doing something, but not too big of a show. Down the line, we'll potentially do something possibly this year. I won't probably just do like, you know, like 24 days, 12 days of Christmas, or like Tama Miss. I'm not for sure. Where it's either, I don't know, it could be another drawing challenge. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do something like that. That's really cute themed for the season, and it also, this challenge did a lot of positive things for a lot of people during what's happening in the world, and I want to be that positivity to help people get through stuff. So I think it'd be something at least probably 12 days worth of illustrations that are Christmas themed, holiday themed, that people can really enjoy. And I think a lot of people can jump in on and do whatever they want with it. But yeah, oh my God, guys, I'm happy that we went through it and it's over, but then also I'm also sad the fact that it is over, because it was just fun being able to draw, illustrate, and just, you know, see everyone's inspiration and creativity pour out. And this community is just awesome. You guys just make it so cool, and we just have so much fun together. And I don't know, I just want to keep on doing those type of things that really get us the positivity out there and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that we do have more things happen in the future, in other like challenges and everything. And if you have suggestions or ideas of what we can potentially do and everything, yeah, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to go through those type of things with you guys and get your feedback. Yet again, I'm just gonna plug, I did have my Instagram hacked and everything, my original account. So I have the new Instagram, which is down here, the.gotchiboy on Instagram. So if you want to follow there, you can be able to keep up to date on a lot of things there. I try to post weekly there, and it's easier to contact me there. You can contact me here as well, but I can have a little more of a one-on-one conversation with people, especially if they have questions about Tamagotchis or need expertise on things. But not that you can always post here on Insta, on YouTube, and I will answer them as soon as I can and stuff. Right now, it's just been like on a weekly basis talking and trying to get videos up, because it is hectic in the world that we live in right now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for future content. I'm gonna be still posting one video a week right now until I get to the point where I can be able to do a little bit more. There's a lot of things I'm trying to do now, and also with the time that I have, I can be able to do a little bit more in-depth videos for you guys. Like this, I have a 30-minute video basically for you guys almost, and that gives me a lot more opportunity to do other projects to help to get a good solid concept for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Be nice, be safe, be kind. Bye.